Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. There's so much excitement in the air because it's the last 10 days of Ramadan and we're counting down to Eid. But let's not forget the significance of the last 10 days. This is a time that you want to wake up at night and worship your Creator, get closer and closer to Him by performing acts of worship and ibadah that will bring you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And inshallah, our prayers and our acts of worship will be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so, on today's episode of Jamila's Diary, I'll be making Patten Acha. Let's go to the kitchen. So for my Patten Acha, I'll be needing some chopped tomatoes, some vegetable oil, crushed tarugu, that's a tasse, yakwa leaves, some acha, which has been washed and drained, some beef bones, which have been cooked, along with some pumpkins. So this is kashi, has been boiled with my pumpkins. Okay, I've got some chopped onions, some daddawa, and of course, I'll be using my Maggi Niger pot in my pate. So I'll add some vegetable oil to my pot. Okay, this is just fine. And then I'll add my onions. So now pate is anything that's like a pottage, you know, the way you have bean pottage, so have patten wake, you know, have yam pottage, patten doya. You even have potato pottage, and so the same way we have our acha pottage. So you can do pate. So pate is a one pot meal. You just, you know, throw everything in one at a time. Such an easy way to cook. Just do your depaduka. Once you get everything in the mix, you can go ahead and do other things. Okay, my crushed tarugu de tasse. Okay, and then my tomatoes. My daddawa. What's pate without daddawa? And of course, my Maggi Niger pot. Let's crumble them in. This smells like real local food. Like your real gargajia food. You've got your daddawa and then your bottom pot in. So now to my beef bone and pumpkins. Now you might be wondering why I used my kashi instead of beef, but we really love kashi because it's just, you know, there's some flavor that adds to the food. The fat in it just adds this flavor that is just really different from when you use your beef, and you can actually chew on your bones, you know. So if you're a bone lover, so this is a great way to add bone and flavor to your food. All right, so I'm just going to add some more water. Put my lid back on and bring it to a boil before I add my acha. So it's about time that I add my acha. So you want to be careful with this because it thickens really quickly. So I want to add my acha You want to be careful with this because it thickens really quickly, so you want to just really go lightly. And you want your potato to be very light, kind of like a thick soup, you know, because you eat potato with a spoon. Stir this in. I think I'll add a little more. All right, this is good. So I'll let it boil. Once it thickens, I'll add my yakwa leaves. I'm gonna go ahead and chop my yakwa leaves now while I watch this. Time to check on my potato. Let's see how it's doing here. It's bubbling really nicely and it's thickened up already. This is good. This is just how I like my potato. Not too thick and not too runny. So I just added my aqua. I'm gonna put the lid back on. When we come back, I'll be done plating my Patten Acha. My Patten Acha is ready. This is such an easy one-pot recipe that you must try at home. And it's super healthy too. I need to have a taste of it. Believe me, this is so tasty. It's like the ultimate comfort food that you want to have on a cold evening, and really great for iftar also. You can start light before you go for heavier foods. So this is just perfect. Jazakallah khair for watching. I hope you learned something new today. Don't forget to join me tomorrow inshallah for another interesting episode of Jamila's Diary. Remember to follow us on our social media pages at Maggie_Nigeria on Instagram and at Maggie Nigeria on Facebook. Assalamu alaikum.